Good morning to Mr. Farhan. Today we are going to present our final report, which is the comparison of authentication and access control about the social media system. Before I start, let me introduce my group member. My name is Ko En Lun, and my group member is En Xiaozhen, Tai Chun Yong, Tan Kai Ke, and Tong Yi Ke. So, for the introduction, social media is a tool for user to get information and also the news. There are also some people who use social media for the business purpose. Besides that, user can upload the interest and also the daily activity such as the picture and also the video through the social media. Therefore, to protect all of the information of the user, the social media application or the system should have the good authentication and access control so that the data of the user can always be protected. So in this project, we are going to compare three types of social media, which is WeChat, Line, and WhatsApp. So WeChat is actually released at 2011 in China, and it is a multi-purpose messaging social media, and also we can make some mobile payment through the WeChat. Next will be the Line. Line also released at 2011, same with WeChat, but it is released at Japan, and the main company is actually from Korean. So Line is actually an application for the instant communication or electronic device to chat and share photo as well as video. Then the last one is the WhatsApp. WhatsApp is actually released at 2009, and it is a famous multimedia messaging application for end-to-end encryption, which is the message, photo, video, voice message, document, and call are secure from falling into the wrong hands. Next, I will continue about the problem statement. Most of the user access to the social network by using mobile device. It is because mobile devices allow the user to access to their social account by only using one tap. However, this also causes the problem to them because once their mobile device is lost, the other people can easily access to the social account by also using the one tap access. That's why the application or the social media should have a very strong authentication and authorization to help prevent this kind of thing happen. So even the mobile device is lost, the social media itself can protect the user information. So this can, if the authentication and authorization is weak, this can lead to the serious privacy problem. Ethical issue in online social media such as data exploit may also be happen if the authentication is not strong enough. After that, I will pass to my friend Tan Kai Ke for more about the literature review.
Good morning, sir. My name is Tan Kai Ke, and I will present about the literature review of our project. In this project, a comparison of these three social media system authentication and access control method was made. As we can see, these three systems have their own login method, and they use phone number as the identity and can be proved by password or PIN code. For WeChat and Line, it uses a series of characters include letters, numbers, and symbols as the password. But for WeChat, the characters only include 8 to 16 characters. For Line, a wider range of characters is used, which is 6 to 20 characters. For WhatsApp, the password used is a 6-digit PIN code. If user forget the password, user can use a short message service or email to get the verification code to log in the account again. But for Line and WhatsApp, the same service is used, but two-step authentication method is applied. Users will automatically log into the application after their first login. However, a serious problem occurs here. If someone lost his or her phone, the one who is holding the phone can get the access control to the account because they can get the verification code direct from the phone. So we have proposed some solution for our system. For our system, the phone number or email and password as the authentication and verification code system is remain. A short-lived access token and long-lived refresh token will be used. And for the every visit for our application, the passcode will be provided, and the biometric sensor will be provided for every visit and login.
Hi, I'm Tony. So I will present about the number of factors being used in the social media applications nowadays. So authentication factor can be classified into 5 major categories, which are something the user knows, something the user has, something the user is, somewhere the user has been, and something the user did. So the first one, something the user knows, is the most common factor used in the field of the authentications. A password or the personal identification numbers is the example of these factors. It can contain about the characteristics, symbols, numbers, lowercase or uppercase alphabets. Usually, username or the phone number, email address are always used together with the password, even though they are not considered as a kind of the factor. This is because the usernames, phone numbers, and the emails can use to claim the user identity and need to use together with the password to enter the applications. Something something the user has is the factor about the user does not know before they have it. An instance of the something the user has factor is about the token, which contain about the 6 to 8 digits password. This type of tokens classify into two types, which are HMSC based one-time password or time-based one-time password. Usually, time-based one-time password is the most often using in the social media applications, which is as the expired time after receiving by the user to ensure the security and hacked by other people. The other factor is about the something the user is, which is most commonly using now in the most of the smartphones, like fingerprints, palm handprints, face recognition, voice recognition are the survivor example of these factors, and which also call about the biometric sensor. These biometric methods provide the strongest authentication factor compared to others, as this is unique characteristics from the user to use it to authenticate themselves. The next one is the some way the user has been is to locate a certain person's locations using the internet protocol address. If someone is trying to access to one's account, so in different locations, the system will automatically inform the user. The last factor is the something the user did. It is functioning by observing the action done by the user. For example, B.Egg provide this kind of authentications method by setting up the gesture and touch on the pictures, which call picture password to authenticate the users. So through our finding, we have investigated about the three social media applications that we choose, which are the WeChat, Line, WhatsApp. So we find out that these three social media applications using three types of factors authentications. So which also called the multi-factor authentications. So in this review, the combinations of the factors used in these three applications will be discussed further. So the next one we will discuss. I will present about the type of the factor being used in these three social media applications that we chosen. Even though they are using the same factors authentications, however, they have different ways to authenticate the user and access control solutions. So the first one is the something the user knows. Something the user knows is the most common identification factor for the most of the social medias nowadays, which consists of username or identification number with the password or personal identification number to use to identify each user of the applications. In which application it requires user to log into the system by entering their phone numbers as an identification and the password. For the new user, they have to register their account by using their phone numbers and set a password, or using the third party such as email in order to use to access the controls of the WeChat. So compared with the Line and the WhatsApp, it doesn't consist of two-step verifications of the PIN numbers. So Line and the WhatsApp, it can set a PIN number for the account to log in. So we first see the Line. The Line will require a phone number and a password, or you can use the email to log in to the accounts or PIN number if you set before. For the WhatsApp, it only requires the phone number to log in, but if you set the PIN number before, you will have to input the PIN number for the next time login. Next, we will discuss about the something the user has. Something the user has is the user has using the tokens to assist them to get back their password if they forget about their password. For the WeChat, it send the verification codes through the short message service, which is SMS. For the Line and the WhatsApp, you can send the verification code using the SMS tool, but using email. For the WhatsApp, it can using phone call or SMS. So we can see the WeChat, the expired date for the verification code in the WeChat is 7,200 seconds. For the Line is 30 days. For the WhatsApp is 7 days. However, the tokens is easily hacked by other people. So a short life and a longer life with flash tokens can limit the risk of leak of the access tokens. The last one is the something the user is. Something the user is using the biometrics method. Like for example, for WeChat, user can using the fingerprint to do the payment in the WeChat Pay or voice print to log into the WeChat account. User also can set the password into the fingerprints or voice print password, so they just need the fingerprints or voice print to confirm their payment every time instead of using the PIN numbers. However, the major problem for this function is doesn't support by all of the phone models. Some of the phone does not have the fingerprint functions, which cause them unable to use this function in the WeChat. For the Line, the fingerprint is usually used in different features, which is letter stealing. The letter stealing is about the end-to-end encryptions for the chat room message. So usually they use fingerprint to see the message that is locked by the letter links. For the WhatsApp, the fingerprints and the fingerprints is used to for user authentications to log in or open or each time they visit the applications. And also the special is the WhatsApp can using the Face ID for their user authentication, but voice print is only available for the WeChat. So but the issue is some of the mobile phone does not support the fingerprint, voice print, and the Face ID, so they cannot use these features. And for the WhatsApp, the fingerprint and the Face ID only available in the iOS. The Android user cannot use this function to authenticate themselves to log into the applications or enter the applications. So next, I will pass my presentations to my friends, Xiaozhen.
My name is Xiaozhen, so I will continue with the level of authentication and access control. So for the authentication, it means that it's a security identity process which it verifies an individual whether it is permit to access to the specific domain. So for the level of authentications, actually it's based on the sensitivity of informations being accessed or being used. So here we will discuss three applications, which is WeChat, Line, and WhatsApp. So the differences can be seen through the authentication, which WhatsApp only use the two-step authentications, but WeChat and Line use the multi-factor authentications. So WhatsApp only use two-step authentication because different from WeChat and Line, WhatsApp doesn't have the in-app web-based payment, which the WhatsApp payment currently only available for beta WhatsApp user in India. But for the WeChat Pay and Line Pay, because it needs to link to the bank account, so the authentication is need because it needs to contain an extra layer of protection on top the username to the account, so a user can perform their payment in a more security way. So the next differences can be seen through the in-app payment password, which WeChat use the 6-digit password and Line use the 7-digit password, and WhatsApp does not have any payment password. So for the account security verification, actually 3 of them have the same verification method, which is they verify by using their phone number, but if WeChat have a more different extra verification method, which it needs to complete the security puzzle as an extra verification method to access the account. And WeChat have an extra method which it contain the voice print to log in the account, but the other one for the Line and WhatsApp, it does not have any voice print method to access their account. So for the email address linking, WeChat and Line accept have the linking available, but WhatsApp link only when user prefer to set the two-step verification password. So for the PIN code, each time the user visit the applications that had logged in, WeChat and WhatsApp currently does not have to set the PIN code each time they log in, but for Line, user can prefer to set their 4-digit passcode lock that include numbers, and this is available only when the Line user set the passcode. So for the PIN code to log in the account, currently different applications have their different characters, such as WeChat, the passcode log in contain 8 to 16 characters, and acceptable characters include the letters, numbers, and symbols, and the password is set to log in every time. So for the Line, it includes 6 to 20 characters, and acceptable characters include the letters, number, and symbols. And same with the WeChat, password only used for previous account registration in new mobile device. Lastly is the WhatsApp. WhatsApp only set 6-digit password if user enable the two-step verification features. So now we will continue with the usability and security parts for our presentations. So in general, WeChat, WhatsApp, and Line are actually mainly known for their social media communication use. So actually the standard features in these applications are free of charge, and only some of their items are chargeable. So from the findings, we found that WeChat seems to have a greater popularity compared to WhatsApp and Line applications. So we will discuss about the similarities of these 3 applications. So actually these 3 applications contain their own media gallery, which they can store photos, videos, audios, documents, and links. And they contain personal or group chat functions, and they can access the video call and group call, which is very convenient for our daily life, as long as the device are connected to internet. So we will discuss about the differences, which the first differences can be seen from Line and WeChat do not need a SIM card to log in the account, but WhatsApp need SIM card to access the account. So this is convenient for user, as they can choose whether they want to log in using PC or any mobile devices, especially when there is emergency. So the second one is Line and WeChat supports around 20 app language, but WhatsApp only support 5 app language. The third one is Line and WeChat can search the user by entering the username and QR code scanning, but WhatsApp can only search the user by using their contact. The fourth one is Line and WeChat have Line Pay and WeChat Pay, but WhatsApp currently does not have the in-app payment, which the app payment only available for beta user in India. So WeChat does not have the in-app function. WeChat actually have a lot more functions than the WhatsApp and Line, because WeChat have in-app functions such as purchasing the flight tickets, movie tickets, train tickets, transportation service, and a lot more. So we can conclude that stronger password should be included as our consideration for our proposed applications, and such as the password should be long and include letters, numbers, and symbols. And we can also conclude that WeChat has the strongest level of authentication for now, as it contains different type of characters and requirements in password settings, and the type of password is can be concluded that is very important for our proposed applications. So now I will compare with the security of these three applications. The first one is the WeChat, which user need to set the password at least 8 characters, include the letters, numbers, symbols for the password, and users are allowed to set the voice print based on their preference as the authentication and access control methods. For the WeChat, because the WeChat include WeChat Pay features, so the system will request the users to set their payment passcode for their account. This is because the payment passcode is used to strengthen the securities protections of the account, as it will link the bank account with the social media applications for the users. So the second one is the Line apps, which the users need to set password like WeChat at least 6 characters, include letters, numbers, and symbol for the password. And same with the WeChat Pay. Line Pay also will request user to set their payment passcode for their accounts. So the last one is the WhatsApp applications, which user need to enter the 6-digit password for the account verifications in new mobile device only if the user enable the 2-step verifications method. So after we analyze and combine all the features, we will use these features as a reference to build our proposed applications, which we will build a proposed application which the security is strong and can protect users from being hacked. So for now, I will pass to my friends to continue with his part.
Good morning, sir. My name is Tai Jun Yong. Now I will present about our proposed application, that is Yes Chat. Okay, let's begin. Okay, in our main interface, they contain login and register. Now let us to proceed the register phase. Okay, to register our account, we need to username, phone, email, password, and need to scan the reCAPTCHA. So let us insert the name. I use my name, Tai Jun Yong. Phone, email, and password. For this password, we need to enter 8 until 16, and with combination of alphabet and number. So I type it Tai 123 Yong, and we enter the password. Okay, then we need to click the reCAPTCHA "I'm not a robot." This reCAPTCHA is used to identify either you are the human and the robot. So I click it. It will verify that you are not a robot. Okay, verification done. So we can proceed to register. Before finish register, we need to enter a login code and the finger verification. So I enter code SSI 6666, 4-digit only, and I click the finger verification and put my finger on the home button. Okay, verification done. So we can click the register button to finish our registration. Okay, so let us login our account. Okay, so to login our account, we have phone and email. Okay, and so for this, I try the forgot my password first. Okay, so we need to reset your password. You need to enter the phone number and use the OTP. Okay, and I click the OTP. Okay, we will wait the message, the OTP message. Okay, the code is sent. Okay, so we see the verification code. Okay, 046045. Okay, so we enter it 046045. Okay, and we click verify. Okay, if the OTP is correct, he will enter the reset your password. So we reset our password to June 123 Yong. Okay, and we re-enter it. 123 Yong. So okay, confirm. Okay, your password are changed. Okay, so let us log in our account 010. Okay, and the password. So now when we enter the first password we enter, it cannot be logged in because our password is already changed. So we need to enter again. Enter password. Okay, so this is our interface. So usually our app, when we log in, after we open the apps, it will straight login into your account. So we reopen again our account. Okay, so it will show this. You need to enter your login code, or you can just use your fingerprint to unlock it. So now I use my fingerprint. Okay, so I can straight go in our account. Then we go out again, and now we enter the login code 1234. Okay, press login. Okay, we also can come to our interface, and when we need to log out our application, we just press the logout. Okay, log out successfully. So that's all for me to propose our system. Thank you.